Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's third and final video. We're going to have a look at the weather. Let's do 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 25th of August, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and ECM ensembles, maybe we'll try in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFSB2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, gets us into the first half of September, and I shall get on back for you in a moment. Just say that first, the video release is our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and we've also released European Outlook. Check out those 2 bits if you'd like to do that. Like, share, and subscribe on all of today's videos and content. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. For GavsWeatherVids, thank you so much, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely, lovely Thursday. Need to put on around 80 subscribers, by the way, to get ourselves to 18.7k. So you could give us a sub, that would be amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Right, let's start off in the subtropical Atlantic. Hurricane Ernesto. Just there. So Ernesto is giving maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour. With a minimum central pressure of 975 millibars. Ernesto is moving northwards at 13 miles per hour. Clicking on Ernesto, and going here, we can see that this is still forecast to give a direct hit to Bermuda as we go into Saturday, just there. Will become a major hurricane by the look of it temporarily tomorrow on Friday. Sorry, well then, as it hits Bermuda, it's back to a Category 2 hurricane for pushing northwards and heading up towards Nova Scotia and that sort of area, and becoming post-tropical as it does so through the early part of next week. Then we will have to keep an eye on the remains of Ernesto to see what impacts we here in the UK and across Northern and Western Europe could have from the storm. Going to discussion, we can see that this is still forecast power up to a major Category 3 hurricane, briefly giving maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour in 36 hours' time. In 48 hours' time, back down to Category 2, and looks like it'll be a Category 2 hurricane that hits Bermuda then. And then after that, you know, as it goes north of Bermuda into North Atlantic, then weakening of the storm will take place, and it will become post-tropical in about 120 hours. We'll keep you informed, we'll keep you updated on the Hurricane Ernesto. Of course we will. Coming back to home, central temperature is now sitting at 18.3. That is 2.5 degrees above 61 to 1990 average. It's provisional to yesterday, to the 14th of August. I think that will gradually ease its way down into the 17s over the next few days. These were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles next couple of weeks. Look at London today, red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're starting off significantly above average at the moment, but the upper air temperatures will slide down to go close to normal as we move into the end of the week and the weekend. And then on into next week, a little bit above average with the upper air temperatures there, but not deviating too far with the ensemble mean, and that takes us through to the end of bump as well. Now, you will notice there are some quite big temperature spikes in this period, though, and it's about the 23rd to 25th of August. So, and we have got some GFS ensemble members becoming really quite hot at that point. Cooler ensemble members, of course, down here. That's roughly about when we're expecting the remains of Ernesto as well to be in the North Atlantic, our part of the North Atlantic. So that lift up that might occur around the 23rd, 24th of August, I think that could be down to the warm and humid, but hot air being brought in with the low pressure that is going to contain remains of Hurricane Ernesto, and then dropping as we go through into the closing days of August through there. Precipitation-wise, so going to be some wet weather to come tonight and tomorrow morning, and then dry through the weekend to start of next week. And then next week looking relatively dry, actually, despite having the remains of Ernesto in the North Atlantic. Overall, not much in the way of precipitation there for London. I expect if we looked at somewhere further northwestwards, though, we will probably find that it will be significantly wetter than that. Temperature anomalies from the 15th to 23rd of August, bit above average himself, near normal, slightly below average up in the north. Precipitation anomalies from 15th to 23rd of August, much of England and Wales dry than average, but western, southwestern Scotland coming out near normal to slightly wetter than average. Latest wind map from earthnullschool.net, so we've got low pressure dominating around Iceland, and a weather system is coming through the country at the moment, bringing outbreaks of rain, really quite wet in the north and the west. As that comes southeastwards tonight and tomorrow, it will pep up in the southeastern corner, potentially give some wet weather there later on tonight. Right, so let's start going through the chart data then. Let's have the latest UK Met Euro runs to midnight on Sunday. And what do we know? As I've been saying so often through this summer, we start off here with high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, and we're into a flat westerly flow there. Early next week, another trough of low pressure pushing through. Monday, Tuesday, that brings outbreaks of rain in with it. There's the remains of Ernesto just there, started to appear in the North Atlantic. What's the UK Met do with that? So turns into quite a big area of low pressure west of Scotland by midnight on the 22nd of August, probably bringing wet and windy weather. Scotland and Ireland, England and Wales looking mainly dry and quite warm. There's, warm air, humid air associated with the remains of Ernesto. So down in the south, we could well see temperatures lifting up. In the north, probably turning a bit wet and windy. As far as we get to the UK Met, what about ICOM? Again, we've got high pressure south, low pressure to the north, and we bring in that flat westerly flow. There's Ernesto appearing on the extreme left-hand side of the chart as you're looking at it, midnight on Monday. So early next week, another trough pushing through, not Ernesto. That's Ernesto, just there. Though Monday, Tuesday, another trough pushing through, bringing outbreaks of rain in with it. Beyond that, Wednesday, a bit quieter, but Ernesto as an area of low pressure heading our way. And as we get into next Thursday, then we've got the remains of Ernesto as a significant area of low pressure in the North Atlantic to the south of Iceland, bringing wet, windy weather into Scotland and Ireland, but probably mainly dry and really quite warm for England and Wales. What about the KMA? Let's see what that one is doing with Ernesto. So again, early next week looking rather showery with that particular area of low pressure. There is Ernesto just there. So beyond that, Ernesto starts getting caught up in the jet stream and heads our way. So by the 23rd of August, giving a spell of wet, windy weather, probably to much of the country, but particularly so to the northern half of the country there. So we eventually do turn wet, windy from Ernesto. And then beyond that, high pressure starts rushing up from the southwest. So it's heading to Bank Holiday weekend. Things begin to settle down. We get to 27th of August as far as we go with the KMA. And we find ourselves under an area of high pressure. That will bring a lot of dry and pretty warm weather with it if it came after. In the wake of Ernesto, pressure builds from the Azores, and we start to settle things down over Bank Holiday weekend. GFS midnight run, again with low pressure to north, high pressure down, set up on Wednesday into, I want to talk about on Sunday, into Monday and Tuesday, showering job moving through the country, bringing unsettled weather with it. There's the remains of Ernesto just there. Into the second half of next week, the remains of Ernesto get caught up with this area of low pressure. I think that is actually the remains of Ernesto just there, not making much of it, but getting caught up with this bigger low to the south of Iceland and Greenland. So eventually, by around day 9-10, we finish up with low pressure to western Scotland. We're bringing a westerly flow, rather coolish and showery there into the bank holiday weekend. Beyond that, into the closing days of the month, pressure trying to build, but not really successfully doing so. And we aimed up, as far as we get to GFS day, to the 31st of August, last day of the month, we aimed up with low pressure still in the ascendancy just to the west of the UK and Ireland. Now, how's the GFS 6 then looking in comparison? Well, we start off much of this on Sunday, of course, into Monday and Tuesday, low pressure, the unsettled weather in across the country. There's the remains of Ernesto just there. What happened with that? So, it's quite a deep area of low pressure on the 6th to the west of Ireland there, by next Thursday, 22nd of August. That brings a spell of west and windy weather, particularly to the north and the west. Might even be some rain from that in the south and the east. And not drawing up as much in the way of warm air either, as some of the model output does with the remains of Ernesto. Day 9-10, taking us into bank holiday weekend, 25th of August, looking unsettled with low pressure in the ascendancy. And then beyond that, into closing days of the month. Again, same idea. Pressure's trying to build to the south and the east, but not really doing so with a great deal of conviction. That's how we look to get to the end of 6M. So drawing some quite warm or hot air into far southeast corner, but still it's associated with low pressure. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe to. They think it's incredible. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. We need to put on around 80 subscribers to get ourselves to 18.7k. So if you could give us a sub, that would be awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. GM again with low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, and a westerly flow on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. Low pressure comes in from the Atlantic, bringing outbreaks of rain in with it. Then with flat and westerly into Wednesday. There's the remains of Ernesto just there, midnight on Thursday. Looks like it brings a spell of wet and windy weather, particularly to the north and the west. Probably not all that much rain in the south and the east. And then, as we go into bank holiday weekend, we're just into a flat westerly flow again, with outbreaks of rain in the north and west, and probably showers in the south and the east. And then finally, for the chart data, we've got the ECM. Again, same idea for Sunday. Low pressure north, high pressure south in a flat westerly flow. Through Monday and Tuesday, a trough of low pressure pushes eastwards cross country, bringing showery conditions in with it. Wednesday through to Thursday brings in the remains of Ernesto, as this area of low pressure just here. That brings wet and windy weather into the northwest. The south looks mostly dry and quite warm, though, I think, with that, at least for a while. And then we push a cold front through, but introduces cooler, fresher air. Then another little low developing into bank holiday weekend, keeping the unsettled conditions going. Day 10 to 25th of August, looking rather showery and quite cool as well, with winds in from the northwest. This is a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from meteo.com. So outbreaks of rain gradually coming southeastwards through today and tonight as a diminishing feature, but could pep up in the southeast corner towards the end of the night, brings quite wet weather in there. Tomorrow we've got showers in the northwest, otherwise a mainly dry day, and into the weekend a lot of dry weather away from Scotland to Northern Ireland. So showers up there, but mostly dry down in the south. Into the beginning of next week, wet weather coming in from the Atlantic, showery conditions heading across the country from Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we're back into that westerly flow. That's the impact from the remains of Ernesto later next week, next Thursday. Wet and windy for Scotland, Northern Ireland, mainly dry though for England and Wales. Till that cold front comes southeastwards, then that could bring some rain even into the south. But we go to bank holiday weekend, it turns very wet then, heavy rain coming in from off the Atlantic. But we go back to those showery northwesterlies again. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today. 4-day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 25th of August. 20 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to the north and the northeast, and bring in a flat westerly flow. So cool and showery there. Driest in the south with that ridge. We've got 18. Which is more unsettled, deep low pressure through the UK and Ireland, so that's going to be proper wet, windy, and 13 with low pressure away to the northwest, high pressure southeast, and so that again brings the driest weather into the south. Most unsettled weather is in the north and in the west. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. It will get us to the 30th of August, nearly to month's end. 18 members of the East ensemble, still with some sort of shallow trough over to the northeast coast. That could be rather cool and showery with winds in from the northwest. We have got 17 with high pressure dominating over to the east of the coast. That will be mostly dry and warm. And then we've got 16 with low pressure away to the northwest, high pressure to the southeast. And so that keeps us in the westerly flow, with the most unsettled weather in the north and the driest weather in the south. So it looks like it's probably going to be unsettled still around day 10. By day 14, end of the month, we might be seeing a trend towards some higher pressure. Have to wait and see. CFSB2, finally, these are 500 millibar high tides broken down into week periods. The first week period takes from 15th to 21st of August. The next week we'll have low pressure to the north and high pressure will be to the south. How often have I said that in this video? With winds coming in from the west. Week 2 will be the 22nd, 28th of August. Low pressure deepening in the North Atlantic. High pressure more to the southeast. So that's going to be still reasonably dry in the south, but will be unsettled in the north and quite warm as well, potentially. Week 3 will be the 29th of August to the 4th of September. High pressure then builds over to the east of the coast. That brings a dry, potentially very warm, maybe even a hot start to September, as usual. But doesn't last all that long. Week 4 is the 5th to the 11th of September. Low pressure comes back over and to the north of the country, turning cooler and more unsettled then as we go from the first week into second week of September. Long way off though, so we shall see. Time, as ever, will tell. And we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please you like, share, and subscribe. And share everyone for dear man. Drop a comment and know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. It's incredible. Thanks so much for doing that. 80 subscribers will get us to 18.7k. So if you could give us a sub and tell your friends and family to subscribe, it'd be amazing. Thanks so much. Right, just tell us having on the chat tomorrow. We have a 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've got the next update for the bank holiday weekend. Jeremy Friday and a 10 to 14 day. So it's all to come. Coming back tomorrow for more content. But for today's content, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And bye for now.